So, I wanted to share how I study the Bible. So, I always have my journal and I try my best to write in it every day. And when I'm studying the Bible, I don't just read the Bible just to read it or to say I've read it, but I actually, when there's a word that I do not know, I stop and I look it up so I can have an understanding. That's very important. And some people will say that it does not matter. Don't worry about the Hebrew and the Greek. My love, that's pure ignorance because the original manuscripts of the Old Testament were written in Hebrew. And for the New Testament, they were written in Greek. So the Bible that we see today has been written in English. It's been translated into English. So when you go to look up a word for the Old Testament, you're making sure I have a Strong's Concordance. I love this concordance, okay? And if you don't have like an actual hard copy, you can download this app called, I believe it's pronounced Kairos. It's spelled Kairos. Kairos. I believe it have like a crown. It's red and it has a Bible on the front page of it, if I'm not mistaken. But when I look up these words, what I'm doing, y'all, is actually writing it in my Bible. I'm writing up the definitions in my Bible so that when I'm reading, I'm not trying to remember off memory, what does this word mean? Like I've read this word several times. Lasciviousness. It's kind of hard to pronounce. And lust. And I wrote the definitions, 1 Peter 4. I have all these definitions. Let me see if I can turn this around, or maybe I can like insert my Bible at the end of this and I can like give you an example. Lasciviousness is promiscuous, unprincipled in sexual matters, unbridled lust. Then the next word in one of the verses, verse 3, is lust right afterward. And lust is desires, cravings, desire for what is forbidden. But lasciviousness is unbridled, pretty much untamed lust. Okay? It's promiscuous. So when you're reading the Bible, you want to make sure you have an understanding. I can go deep, but I don't want this to be too long. But stop and look up those words, y'all. And if you see a word that's in italics, that means that it has been added to make sense in the English. The italics was not in the original manuscript. So anytime you read a word in the Bible that has italics, it was not in the original manuscripts. We put that in there to make it make sense in the English.